I just wanted to make a quick video about some of the things that I did in the first 30 days just to survive. Because when you are going through grief, it's easy to fall into depression. It's easy to not be functional. It's easy to lay in bed. I get it. It's easy to not brush your teeth. It's easy to not take a bath. Those of you that know, y'all know. Listen, my grandma, everyone knows the story that's close to me. She told me that she was gonna come to my house and she was going to put me in the tub. She was gonna strip me. She was gonna strip me down, put me in the tub, and bathe me like I was a baby. And if she had a car, I'm pretty sure she would have been over here a lot faster. But I knew someone had to bring her, so I still slowpoked. But I say that to say I was there. I'm still there. I'm still there some days. But what helped was asking for help. It's okay to not be okay. And that's something that I've had to learn. I was always that person that didn't want to ask for help. I wanted to do everything by myself. And when you're going through things like this, you need your village. And if you don't have a village, there are definitely other resources. If you have a job with benefits, they have resources. If you are in church, that is also your village. Your neighbors, they're your village. Always reach out for help. I got to a point where I was afraid to look like I was weak. And so a lot of times I wouldn't ask friends. I wouldn't ask my family to do things, even though they were very supportive. I had family and friends bring food. But what people don't talk about is after the funeral, after the 30 days, when things started to slow up, when the calls slow up, when the visits slow up. That's something that a lot of people don't talk about. And for me, laundry, dishes, cleanliness, cooking, these were all things that seemed impossible for me. And when I say impossible, I mean impossible. I'm still a mom, so I had to make sure my son was eating. I'm still a mom, so I have to make sure my son has his clothes ironed. I have to make sure his clothes are clean. I have to make sure we have linen. So I hired laundry services that would pick up my clothes, wash them, and drop them off. I subscribed to Factor, Cook Unity. I did things to make my life easier. When it came to the dishes, I had family and friends come over and help me with the dishes. I had family and friends come over just to help me with my clothes. I've even went on Thumbtack for people to help me with keeping order in my home when it comes to cleaning. Because at the end of the day, outsourcing is strength. Outsourcing is strength. especially during these times, because if you sit and you will let these things accumulate, it's only going to get worse. When you have a clean home and, you know, when you feel good, you're clean, your teeth are brushed, your skin is clean, you feel a lot better. You feel a lot better. And I know it feels like a brick wall. It feels like it's almost as if it hurts to get up and do anything. It's so much easier to just sit there, you know. But anyone that's going through this, I always would say, lean on your village, no matter what that village looks like. And if you don't have a village, go to your local church. Always pray before you do it. Always pray before you do it. I always recommend that wherever you go, ask God to lead you where you need to go to seek help. There are things out there that are available. Don't ever sit and think that you're the only one. There are so many people that's going through the same thing that you're going through. And it's okay. It's okay for it to not be okay. And it's okay for you to not be okay. But what I'm saying is, use your village. If you don't have the funds, use your village. You know, I'm just thankful that, you know, my job had benefits. So a lot of things that would require money, I was able to set aside and pay for it to help me with my journey. But that's not everyone's testimony. But if you can, do it. But if not, use your village. Use your village. You know, I know for a fact that there are people out there that will help. You can go talk to your neighbor, a neighbor that you trust. You know, you don't have to go through this alone. You don't. And I don't know why I'm making this video. Again, y'all know this is the most I've been on social media. This is just not me. And so the most important thing that you can do is go to God. God is a mender of a broken heart. There's been so many times where I wanted to give up. There were so many times I thought I was gonna die from a broken heart. I had my jugular vein jumping. My heart was having palpitations. Numbness and tingling. Everything numb. My feet, my toes. I had shortness of breath. Hair was falling out. But I had to go to God. I had to go to God. And I had to be honest with God. And I had to tell him how I feel. Even when I didn't want to. God knows what's on our heart anyway. He already knows what our thoughts are. He already knows what's in our heart. But I had to go to God. You have to go to God first. And then he will set up everything else. Once I went to God and I told him how I felt, how I'm hurting, how broken I am, that is when he started moving. He started putting people in my life as connectors or binders, however you want to say it. He started connecting me with the right people. You know, simple things turned into someone that blessed me. Case in point, I mean, I had signed my son up, you know, for different sports because I want him to stay busy this year. And of course, any other time too. But him staying busy right now is also important, along with therapy, of course. But I signed my son up for sports, and I had did all the registration and everything, and it was put on my heart to call the facility and make sure they have it. I don't know why it was so important that I did it, but I just went ahead. I was like, okay, like, it's on my spirit to call. I've gotten to a place now where you just don't question. You don't question you don't question the spirit, right? Anybody that knows what I'm talking about, y'all just know. If you know, you know. And so I called, and when I was talking to the lady that answered, long story short, we started talking, and she texted me and she invited me to church. Not only did she invite me to church, but there were some other things that she was able to talk to me about, and she ended up being a blessing to my life, and I would now consider her a friend. But again, you know, just divine timing, right place, right time. And so, you know, I always say, pray first. Go to God. Tell him how you feel. Let him know you're broken. Let him know you're hurting. Let him know you need him to lead your life. And he will always do it. I am a living testimony. Nobody can tell me that God is not real. Nobody. Because if you know me, just me being here and being very transparent is something that, you know, I would have never done on my own. Now, I can sit here and do a whole seminar on nursing. I can sit here and do a whole seminar on anything medically related. But when it comes to me being vulnerable or me being transparent, this is something that I never asked for. This is something that God placed on my heart to do. Again, you know, I pray that this video reaches whoever is in need of comfort and encouragement. I know what it's like. I know what it's like, but I promise you, when you give it all to God, he's going to come through every time. He's going to come through, no matter what the circumstances look like. No matter what things look like in the natural, he's always working things out on a spiritual level. I'm not perfect. I'm very far from it. But what I do know is that when I cast my cares on God and I ask him to lead me and I ask for his will to be done, he will do just that every time. No matter what the circumstances look like, he's going to be there. 100%. Lean on your village. That's what they're there for. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's the very opposite. Asking for help is the very opposite. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to not get the help you need. Again, you're looking at someone who would mop the beach before they ask for help. And, you know, I've had to learn that asking for help doesn't make you weak. So I just thought I'd share that with you all today, and I hope y'all be blessed.